So welcome to this English presentation video. I'm Christopher. I'm 18 years old, and through this video I'm going to explain to you about my hometown, Bekasi. Bekasi as a satellite city. Basically, a satellite city is a city which is located outside but nearby to a bigger city and supports to it. My experience is uh, for almost my entire life I've lived in Bekasi until maybe 2 months ago when I moved to Bandung to continue my study as a college student. But uh, from primary school to uh, high school, I went to school in Jakarta, outside Bekasi. So there is an example of Bekasi as satellite city. Now I'm going to explain to you little facts about Bekasi. It is located in West Java province, but you should not confuse it with Bekasi Regency, or we call it Kabupaten Bekasi. It lies as the eastern border of Jakarta, and it was established in 1996 when it changed its status from administrative city to city. It has population of about 2.5 million inhabitants for an area of 210.49 square kilometer. That makes Bekasi has the density of 12,000 people per square kilometer. It has 12 districts, or we call it kecamatan, and the mayor of Bekasi is Dr. Haji Rahmat Effendi. These are the pictures where when people make joke about Bekasi. In this one, Bekasi is depicted as another planet aside the Earth, and it's closer to the sun because it's relatively far from Jakarta and it's hotter. This one is another example of another picture. This is the location of Bekasi, the eastern border of Jakarta, and the Bekasi uh, area is about like this. Not too big, still small compared to Jakarta. Now, why we should call Bekasi a satellite city? That is because 40 to 60% of its people commutes daily to another cities like Jakarta, Bekasi Regency, Bogor, and Depok, the nearby cities. So uh, this means that the people have daily routines such as working or studying as a college or school students in those cities outside of Bekasi, but they live in Bekasi. It can be compared with Yokohama as to Tokyo in Japan and Incheon as to Seoul in Korea Republic. The housing area itself is 90% of the city, so it shows you that uh, maybe I can say Bekasi focuses on making its area as a residence area for people who whose daily routine is not in Bekasi, and it is the most populated suburb in Indonesia. Uh, Maybe some of you wondering why they choose to live in Bekasi, even though Bekasi is maybe a little far from their daily routine places. It is because, if I may say, because the land price is relatively cheap. In 2008, the price of the land for 1 square kilometer in Bekasi ranged from 1 to 2 million rupiah. But in last year, it ranged from 7 to 8 million rupiah per square kilometer. But it is still uh, cheaper than, for example, like East Jakarta, which has the geographical proximity to Bekasi. It is only half of the price of land in East Jakarta. And there are two types of residence, house and apartment, and also it is great for property investment. Property investors are interested in Bekasi because Jakarta is too crowded for further development, and if you look at the price, it increases 4 to 7 times higher in just 6 years. These are the pictures of the housing area of in Bekasi. This one is Kemang Pratama. This one is Harapan Indah, very maybe the biggest. And this one is Grand Galaxy City, the neighborhood where I live in, and the new one, Sumarekon Bekasi, with its iconic inverted pyramid. These are the pictures of the apartments. This one have already been built and have been lived in for maybe more than 10 years. This one is Kemang View, this one is Centerpoint, and these two are still in construction phase. The first is Gold, and the second one is Grand Kamala Lagoon. Now about the transportation, the people of Bekasi who has daily routines outside of Bekasi should not worry about how to get to their destination, because there are many transportation types and fleets, and also toll roads infrastructure. Let me explain to you one by one. The toll roads, there are 3 toll roads in Bekasi which connect Bekasi to another city. The first one is Dalam Kota Toll Road, which connects Bekasi with Jakarta, and Jakarta Outer Ring Road, which connects Bekasi to several cities like Depok, Bogor, Jakarta, and South Tangerang, and also Cikampek Toll Road, which connects Bekasi to Cikampek, Karawang Regency, and Bekasi Regency. Also, there is a rail service in Bekasi called Commuter Line. It serves Bekasi people to another city like Jakarta, Depok, Bogor, and Tangerang. So there is an intercity bus service, and there are 2 types, 2 classes. The first is economic class, and the second one is maybe business class, or we call it patas. There are also angkot and mikrolet, which are common in other cities in Indonesia, and also you can find taxi easily inside of Bekasi, and Bekasi are connected to Jakarta with the 2 nearest Transjakarta stops, which are in Kampung Melayu, which you can reach by mikrolet, and in Pulau Gadung. These are the pictures of the toll roads. This one is the exit to Kalimalang and Pondok Kelapa in Bekasi. This one is in Jakarta Outer Ring Road, and this one is Bekasi Barat Toll Gate, which usually crowded in morning and evening in rush hour. This is pictures of commuter line railway service. It operates from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it is very crowded in rush hours, like in 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and in 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. This one is the railway station in Bekasi, Bekasi Railway Station. There are 2 railway stations, Bekasi Station and Kranji Station. This one is train, and this one is the interior when it is empty. This is the intercity bus service. It is operated by Mayasari Bhakti. You can see the logo here. This is angkot with its distinguishable Bekasi color, red and orange, and this one is blue. Now, besides all of the information I've told you about people who are having their daily activities outside of Bekasi, that doesn't mean that Bekasi doesn't have its own points of interest. There are also landmarks and public facilities such as malls, which are located in nearby of the housing area, and also private and public schools. Some of the favorite schools are Marsudirini High School, that is private one, and also SMAN 1, SMAN 2, and SMAN 5 for the public schools. So the statue of the icon of Bekasi, the Catfish Statue or Patung Ikan Lele, the Regional House of Representatives Building or Gedung DPRD, and Patriot Stadium, which is used by local football club, Persipasi Bekasi. These are the pictures of the malls, Mall Metropolitan, Grand Metropolitan Mall, and the new one, Sumarekon Mall Bekasi. These are the Catfish Statue, the Regional House of Representatives Building, and Patriot Stadium. So I think that is all I can tell you about my hometown. If you still have something to ask, you can contact me through the comment section of this YouTube page. And thanks for watching.